Hi there, my name's Cathi from Software Solutions. We all know how to cut, copy and paste, right? Well, let's just see if we know it enough. It's one of the first things that we learn when we start computing is how to cut and copy and how to paste. But there's a few little tricks that may not have been shared with you that I want to go through. Let's start by using the file Excel 1 that comes with the course notes. And let's start with the sheet called Clients. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is bring all these column widths in because they're too wide. Now, I know that we could double click between A and B and double click between B and C and then C and D and E and F and F and G. But if you want to reduce the width or best fit the width of all of those columns in one hit, then click above row 1. When you click above row 1, you effectively select all 1,048,536 rows and all 16,386 columns. You select the entire sheet by clicking above row 1 and to the left of column A. And then if you were to double click between any two column letters, you would actually best fit the entire spreadsheet. So that's a really good way of quickly tightening the spreadsheet and can make the difference sometimes between it being able to print on one page. So definitely a good tip to know. Now what I'd like to do first of all is look at drag and drop. When you want to move stuff just a very short distance, you don't have to cut, copy and paste. You could, for instance, just choose this surname here called Buchanan, put your mouse on the bottom edge of it until your mouse looks like that. It's a white arrow with a four-headed black arrow. That is drag and drop. So if I was to drag that border now, I can drop Buchanan down here. And I can get the bottom edge, so not the middle, not the corner, not the corner, not the middle, but the bottom, top, or edge. So I'm getting the edge of this, and I'm just dragging it back up again. That's called drag and drop. Or if you hold the control key and do the same thing, notice it's a plus now. And that is copy, drag and drop, if you just want to make a duplicate. And I'll just delete. If you wanted more than one cell, you could select this entire range, and you could just drag it and drop it a few rows down, or drag and drop it a few rows up. So if you only got a small distance to go, it's quite handy. And if I held the control key and dragged it, say, to the right, I'd be copy, dragging and dropping. So drag the edge of an area to move it and control drag the edge of an area to copy, drag and drop. And I'm just going to go undo and undo. If you have to go any distance, of course, dragging is too hard. You'll crash and burn before you've even got halfway there. So then we turn to the traditional cut, copy and paste. So traditionally, if I wanted to select all this data here, I'd go Control A. Control A selects all the data I'm sitting in, or I could just drag and select it. If I want to copy this, I could go to the copy button up here. Now, what's the difference between cut and copy? All right, so cut, let me just zoom in for a second. Cut is when we want to move data. Copy is when we want to duplicate. Oops. Oh, duplicate data. So copy is like a photocopier. You want to duplicate it so that you don't have to type it again. Cut is when you want to move data because you think, oh, I don't want to put it there, it doesn't look good there, I need to move it somewhere else. So you typically, let me just drag and drop that over there, you typically cut or you copy, one or the other. And then once you've cut or you've copied, then you paste. In fact, let's qualify that a little bit further. Then you go to where you want, let me just not put that in capitals. Go to where you want to put it. go to where you want to put it, and paste. So you cut or you copy, then you go to where you want to put it and you paste. That's the process. All right. So let's do that. Let me just bring this down a bit. So I'm going to select all this data, click in it, Control A to select all. Now I can cut it if I want to move it. Let's start with that. And when you cut it, it's the scissors up here, or don't feel that you can't right click and cut it. So cut it. What happens then is you get a wiggle on. There's a little wiggle going around that area. And down here on your status bar, it tells you what to do next. Select the destination and press enter or choose paste. So you can press enter if you want to. So my destination is H1. So I select my destination, go to where you want to put it, and then paste, which is enter. And because I chose cut, it moved it over to there. Let's do that again. I'm going to right click and cut it, select my destination, which is here where I want to put it, and enter. And I've cut it and moved it over to there. Let's look at copy. Copy is two pieces of paper that are supposed to look like a copy of each other. That's what the copy button is. Or you could right click and copy. So I'm going to copy, same little wiggle around the outside, and it says again in the bottom left of your screen, select your destination and press enter. So I want to put a copy over here. So I select my destination, go to where you want to put it, and I press enter. And now I've got a copy of it over there. So I've got a duplicate. So that's the difference between cutting it and copying it. Do you want a duplicate or do you want to move it? You have to decide. Right, so I'm just going to go undo until I get back to a point. Control Z, Control Z, 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 Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, until I'm back to here. Okay. Now, that's cut, copy, and paste can be an enter. Why would you use paste as opposed to enter? Okay, so enter means you're going to put it in one place. Paste is when you're going to put it in several places. Let me show you. If I go Control A, that selects all. If I right click and take a copy, notice the shortcut key is Control C. I'll just rest on there and it tells you. Control C is the shortcut key for copy. If I go here and I go paste instead of enter, paste keeps wiggling. It keeps wiggling because it thinks you want to paste it again. And you want to paste it again. And you want to paste it again. But when you come to your final one, just go enter. And that wiggle will disappear. Because enter means that's the last paste you want to do. So if you only want to paste it in one place, just copy it, go to where you want to put it, press enter, done. But if you want to put it in several places, then use your paste. Undo, 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 Control Z, and Control Z. Now to get rid of that wiggle entirely, just press escape and that'll make it disappear. Okay, so cut when you want to move it. Even when I rest on the icon, when you rest on the icon, what does it say? It says remove the selection and put it on the clipboard so that you can paste it somewhere else. So it literally removes it and puts it somewhere else. So until you paste, it puts it on the clipboard. Control X, X looks like the scissors. So Control X is your shortcut key. If you know how to use the button or you know how to right click, you should be looking for a new way and a better way of doing things. So Control X to cut. Copy, what does this say when I rest on it? Put a copy of the selection on the clipboard so that you can paste it somewhere else. So one says put a copy, one says remove the selection. So whether you want to move it with cut or whether you want to duplicate it with copy, copy Control C. As far as paste goes, paste is not Control P. Control P is print. So Control V is paste. All right, so that's your paste. Now it keeps talking about the clipboard and we need to explore that a little bit more. When you copy something or you cut something, until such time as you paste it, it has to sit somewhere. And where it sits is on the clipboard. and I want to explore that clipboard. A lot of people don't know that you can actually look at the clipboard. How do you see the clipboard? This little arrow here. Where the word clipboard appears, this little arrow, give it a click. When you give it a click, this is your clipboard. It closes and opens the clipboard. So let's open it and let's explore what's going on here. Let's say somebody emails me and asks me for various pieces of information. We're so conditioned to say copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. You don't have to. You can actually copy, 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 and then go to the email and go paste. I know, weird. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to grab first of all the headings. I want a copy of that. So I'm going to go Control C. There it is on my clipboard. First thing I've copied. Then the person who's emailed me, for example, wants to know about Carl's details. So I'll choose Carl, copy. There's Carl's details. Now, also wants to know Joy. So I'll take Joy, copy, Control C. Leanne, take that, Control C. Robin and Craig wants those two as well, copy. Look at how I'm gathering Excel stuff and it's sitting on my clipboard. All right, now besides that, they might also want some information about some of the products. So I'll go to products and I'll take the column headings, copy, and then I'm going to grab, excuse me for a second, this particular product, Grandma's Boys and Breast Spread, copy. Also want to know about Sir Rodney's Marmalade and Scones, copy that. Alright, so there's my clipboard. I can hide my clipboard or show my clipboard, but that's what I've got on my clipboard. Let's imagine I wanted to grab some stuff from Word. I'm just going to go and create a Word document. Give me one moment. And I'll bring it into view shortly. Okay, here's a Word document. Let's say I want to see the clipboard. So I hit the same button. I can see the stuff I've gathered from Excel. Now I'm going to gather some stuff from this Word document. So they might decide they want to know about that. So I'll copy that. I can either right click, copy. Now I've got some Word stuff on my clipboard. Let me get rid of that. Now I might decide I want to give them this information. Copy. 2 Word things on my clipboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things from Excel on my clipboard. The clipboard holds a total of 24 items, so you can gather information from Word, Excel, snipping tool, PowerPoint, all sorts of different places. And now let's say I want to put this into an email. Let me close the Word document. Don't save. Let me close the clipboard. Don't worry about that. Now let's say I go to Outlook. Here we go here. And let's say I open up a new email, and I'll bring it into view shortly. Just hold on a moment. So the clipboard can be seen and accessed from all these Microsoft programs. I've opened up the clipboard in Word, I've opened up the clipboard in Excel, and now I'm about to open up the clipboard in an email. So bring up a new email. I'll bring this into view for you. Here's a new email. Now there's the same button there, clipboard, same arrow. So I click that. Everything that I've been copying from Excel and Word is on the clipboard. So then I write some, introductory text. Here is the info you requested. So I start with maybe the product info. So I'll give them the column headings first of all, and then those products, and then those products. Then they wanted to know about, this is the info from Word. So they wanted that, enter, that. So I'm just clicking on it and it inserts it. Then here are the sales figures you requested. So from Excel, I click that, I click that, click that, click that, click that. And that's the Excel info that they wanted. So you can see how in Word, Excel, Outlook, any of the Microsoft Office programs, you can open up the clipboard and close the clipboard. You can go around and gather copy from a variety of sources and put it on your clipboard. You can then go to whether that be an email, whether that be a Word document, whether it be a spreadsheet, wherever you want to put it. And you can paste. You can paste all if you wanted to, if they're all in the order that you wanted them. You can clear the clipboard just by hitting clear all, and it's all cleared again. So it holds up to 24 items, and you can close the clipboard easily at any time. So I hope that has clarified cut, Control X when you want to remove something, paste if you want to put it in multiple places, or enter if you just want to paste it once. Copy when you want to duplicate it. And also when you cut all your copy, that it sits on the clipboard until such time as you're ready to paste. And if you copy more or copy or cut more than 24 items, the oldest item is just bumped off the clipboard. So it just keeps rotating it through. Okay, like or subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Look at some of the earlier videos as well if you haven't already.